But yeah, so we've got Guilty Gear. Got some Guilty Gear Strive to talk about, man. What, this week? 2 days? 24th, right? I think that's happening on the 24th. We gotta double check. I'm pretty sure the new patch is, yeah, it has to be, because we're hearing inklings of patch notes being released very soon. They might happen during this show. If it doesn't, it might be the next day. But because it's the 23rd right now over in Japan, which would make sense if they release it right now versus, the day of. But we're gonna talk Johnny. Let's talk Johnny real quick. So Johnny got his character guide released for all the masses. He is back. He is here. And he looks to be terrifying in this game, just like he has in the past. There's a couple tweaks. Obviously, not gonna give him everything, but next to everything is also pretty good. So, did you guys get a chance to peep out the gameplay?
Did I?
Did you? Okay.
Yes, of course. So much so that I was testing him out in old games just to see, and I was like, I need air dust now.
Air dust. What is his air dust again?
His air dust was the wall bounce.
Okay.
The overhead kick.
It's like the fire kick or whatever.
Yeah. That's right. The one that he like smacks you straight back.
No, he does an overhead kick and he smacks you on the wall and he keeps.
Doesn't fire come out of it?
You can do.
Or is that the other one?
No, fire comes out of half circle in the air in the old games. Half circle forward HS is the that old move. So I love what his design is looking like. Sorry, my nose is running really fast. However, what I don't like is the input for Mistfinder. I don't like quarter circle back. I get it because you want to sort of hold back. Like I get the motion, but I don't like it. It's gonna take me a while to get used to that. But again, it's a new game. It's not a deal breaker. I do want to learn him in older games. I know he's quite crazy in Rev. I mean, obviously Omito. Is it Omito?
Yeah.
Who is the Johnny God?
The Johnny God. Yep.
Yeah, I want to go back and watch his play from older Evos and other events.
But what I was gonna say though, isn't Mistfinder like hasn't it always been quarter circle back?
No, it's quarter circle forward and you hold and you let go.
Are you sure? Oh, I think it was in Plus R, but in Rev it was 214p.
Oh, okay. What in Rev?
Yeah,
no, in Rev. See, I never played him in Rev. I didn't touch him at all.
Okay, so
I stopped playing the game by that time.
You're talking accent core. You're talking OG Johnny.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the right game. Okay, the original.
This guy,
the good
right
game.
So 1, 2, 3. No, I'm just
it's like
no, one is bad. I don't know where you're going.
One was kind of crap.
I've actually never played one. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, in Mistfinder, in Plus R and such, like it is 236. So that is quarter circle forward.
It's probably for
in the original game. If you get destroyed, you lose 2 rounds. It's GG.
Yeah.
What? Okay, don't even worry about it. We don't need to talk about it.
All right, so
you get access to destroy if you get a counter hit. So just go.
So Mistfinder, well, not just the only tool, like he is staying to the Johnny gameplay, right? Mid screen, mid range, incredible pokes, great buttons, movement. He's got his vault, right? He can actually go ahead and vault around and actually kind of has some movement options there. And Mistfinder as well gives it some movement because you can backdash, or I don't know about forward, but I know I saw backdash that you can do. No, he's had. In the air, no, he never had movement in the air for that. He never had it in the air, but he always had it on the ground. So he kind of had it was like the pre-Nago teleport feel is what he had. But you only could do it once versus Nago doing it a bunch of times until you pop. But
is this move really called About to Turn Up?
About to turn up, yeah.
No. Turn up is what happens when you Mistfinder the card.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
When you actually hit it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's about the turn up. No, turn up is the move itself. The
turn up.
Yeah.
When you do the move.
So you just turn up because this one say deal. Yeah. So deal is the new mechanic Johnny has that is replacing the coin for those that might just know. Homeboy with the clink click. He throws a couple coins here and there. If you've seen him in previous Guilty Gears, it was a integral part to his gameplay. Because depending on the coins hitting, it would level up his Mistfinder, which would then do all kinds of shit, which would include as incredible overheads, unblockables, it kind of goes on. It goes on, and that's what made him so dangerous, because it also OTG'd, so it was like guaranteed on knockdowns and such. So he just had a set play that very few could do much about, to be honest.
Not just that, there was mist that was unblockable in the old games.
Yes.
Which would actually lead to the unblockable after you had a certain level. I think it was level 2.
You could do it. It was like level 2 was like the easiest way to do it, but they nerfed it to make it a little harder. So a lot of people went for level 3, because level 3 was still like easier to do, but you could still do it with level 2. It was just harder. So that's what went down there. But regardless, we've got like I said, we got the vault that's back. But back to the turnip real quick. And I'm not saying turnip, I'm saying turn up. Let's turn up, baby. So he basically got a business card from Answer back in Rev 2, and he, I guess, kept the idea, or he liked how Answer put down business cards, and he is now going to use that moving forward. So the card itself is, like I said, is replacing the coin. He gets to throw a card out, and that's the deal mechanic, or the deal move, which is quarter circle forward. PK or S, punch, kick, or slash, depending on what button you press, they will go in different spaces and angles if you're in the air. It's all done in the air as well. And the point about these cards is that when you hit the card with his Mistfinder, on hit, it creates a second hit that lets you easily juggle. No RC needed, more than likely, because you get to prop your opponent up in the air. But on block, it gets to guard break, which is just like, oh my god, this is gonna get so steezy. It's pretty cool, but like they're not going with the coin. You're not gonna have to worry about supering to refill coins. So he used to have his coins were another mechanic within the character. It's like, Nago has bar, Happy Chaos had bullets. Who the hell else needs Gold Lewis has his bar, like a mechanic within the character, right? He doesn't have that. So this is very straightforward. So this is technically an easier Johnny, because you don't have to. It technically is, because you don't have to now manage resources with him.
True, but it just still seemed like he's hard to combo with. Maybe I'm just thinking like the difficulty is still there. Maybe
I hope so.
But I've always known Johnny to be like kind of like how Eddie or Zato has been. It's not a cakewalk, he's learning some things. He is a bit of a technical character because, like I said, things like that resource. But in this game, it's going to be a little bit easier for him to do his thing, to be honest, from what I'm looking at here. And that includes, we're going to talk about it in a little bit, but VS Fighting 11 happened, and there was a build of season 3 in there. There's already footage of Johnny mirrors and people playing with them, and one of the first things someone went for was like, is Tiger Knee Mistfinder, is that an overhead? Which it is. It's an actual overhead. So he has that, similar to Biken, right? Is the TK Yozansen, is that an overhead? Yeah, it's the same kind of deal. So he's got some tools. His supers also are insane. He's got a completely invo super, not with Joker trick. It was my name. Yeah, that's my name. Hi, my name is completely invo, so you can punish. Open enough strings or block strings that aren't real. You can just reversal them, which is awesome. Then you got Joker trick, which is a super fast projectile reminiscent of his oh my god, what's it called? Insta-kill from the previous games, which is really cool. But this is supposed to be able to just punish from full screen. It's very fast. It goes through projectiles. So he's dangerous. When he has tension, he is dangerous practically everywhere on the screen, except in the air. I think his air game is gonna be not the best. He kind of reminds me of Slayer with the big damage, the like kind of full threat with having tension now. Mm-hmm. Like, I definitely know people probably wanted Slayer, but this is just as scary. I'm sorry, this is an easy version of Johnny. It doesn't sound pleasing for some people to fight.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna pick him up day one. That was my secondary.
That was the first character I fought against in the arcade when I first finally played Guilty. So I went to go play Blaze Blue at the arcade at Chinatown Fair, actually, before it closed down. And it was when they first had Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger.
before, like arcade version before anything. And I was like, I gotta play. I went there to go play it, but before I played it, there's so many people sitting down. I was like, I'll play Guilty Gear. So I'm sitting there playing Guilty Gear, and I got bodied. Yeah, bro, I got bodied by a Johnny. I was like, I'm never playing this game again on arcade. At least not this one.
I gotcha.
Well, that's the thing. I was always sort of envious of the Johnnies that I would fight in like Guilty Gear Reload online. Because I'm like, damn, he's really good. And then like even the gold version of Johnny was really good.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, man, this character is very hard to fight. Like he has all of the access to the character is cool. So I went with the second coolest character, which was Slayer. So yeah, just all the wall bounces that they have like the access to in the game, and like I didn't even play like through Accent Core, or I don't even see Accent Core Johnnies. And again, I mentioned Omito, but I don't remember much of Rev 2 or well, he was only in Rev 1 and Rev 2, right?
Rev 2. I don't believe he was in Rev 1. I don't. I could be. No. I'm wrong. Rev 2 only brought Baiken and Answer. Johnny was there in Rev 1. Yeah, because Rev 2 was the version that they had the nerf. Yes. But he was still viable throughout the game's life, to my knowledge. But yeah, only critique I got for this is I am very disappointed with ArcSys for doing this, which is how you gonna have the My Name Is super, like he does this thing, right? He actually gets to carve the J, right? And he's supposed to turn around and be cool. Doesn't do the Elvis. Why or the MJ where he's on his toes afterwards, just like, ugh.
And he just, doesn't he do the point too? Yeah, he does the point too.
I'm like, bro, that was part of the steez. Like, come on, keep it going. Now he just does look super cool. Like, oh, cool. Heroes don't look at the explosions, right? When he explodes behind them. But back in the day, it was just like, hey, and then he'd be on his toes like steez, bro. But they took that away. So it's a nerf. Characters bottom one.
Won't use that super, basically.
It is what it is. Bottom one, guaranteed.
Who cares about invul supers?
Yeah, fuck that. If you don't give me the pose, I don't care about the super. I'm not gonna use it. Psych. I'm gonna use that shit as soon as someone tries to press something in between. I'm like, is this a gap? And I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, so we get to kind of following up with what I said earlier. This isn't the only place we got some footage of Johnny versus fighting 11. Which was an event out in the UK. Which is that the one you went to, Meza, or you went to a different one?
No, I went to a different one, but VS Fighting is just as big. Yeah, I went to Rev.
Okay, it's huge. They had a build. Let me see if I can find any more footage on it. But they had a build there, and you already got to play Johnny there. Which, mind you, also fun fact, they gave him a beard. If you press up on him when in the character select, he actually gets a beard.
That's weird.
Fucking weird. But you know what? I like it because I'm like, hey, if they did that with Johnny, could they do that with other characters? That'd be so cool if they just did that, like little treats like that in between. But yeah. So regardless, like I said, they had a build there, and people were able to play with Johnny. They were also able to just check out other characters and just the changes overall as to what's going on. So we got to see some new moves, right? Like it's very old school FGC where it's like, for some reason, really bad camera phones somehow. Still in this day and age of 2023, we still got like not really the best. Like no one decided to actually focus in on the screen or properly change the exposure to the screen, so that way the screen isn't the brightest thing and it looks all washed out.
That's why they just need me there. All right, that was not bad.
There's some good ones. There's some good ones. So we actually get to see some wild assaults. We get to see some cool combos.
Yeah, I personally went to see Diaphone's video. He had a good coverage on it. That was a shortened overhead kick by Kai, by the way.
Yeah.
Or very slower, much slower.
Yeah, the stun, not stun dipper. What is
Fude arc?
No, Fude arc. Yeah, Fude arc. That joint. But yeah,
we got it down. Oh my god, people are so crybabies. Come on.
Yeah, you could jab it before. I never did because I'm a nut.
Yeah, you get 60 it. But yeah, so we get to see there's just a bunch of footage out there. If you look up, hashtag GGST, VSFXI for versus fighting 11, you'll see it out there. It looks dope. It looks, what I'm hearing is really cool. We didn't get to see all the characters. It's only however many people decided to actually post up about it, try to get that Twitter clout. But some interesting things like the Jacko shield command now. It's no longer that it gives you that weird guard broken state. Like if you get hit by Gold Lewis right in the air, you actually like bounce back and all. That's what it did in the previous version. Now it actually just like twirls you instantly in the air, meaning she could probably combo off of it. So there's a lot more utility, but it seems also it might have been a slight nerf to the hitbox to it, because you actually get to see Testament hit through too. But when it hits right, you get to have that that spinning effect afterwards. There's a return for doing it. And there's even stuff for the biking boys, right? Like I said, it's limited. I have to kind of search around even more. Yozansen is taking a little bit of a nerf, where it now like kind of smacks your opponent away, but you can still RC it if you do it correctly. But it's not as free now. But there's supposedly other buffs that you can still do. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. So the game overall is shaping out to really just change the landscape up. Oh, sorry. Let me bring up the most important part. Full screen burst is a thing now. Like it's now almost like YRC in Rev 2, where it was like, or any RCs in Rev 2 where it was like full screen. Well, burst now is full screen. You might be like, why is that a big deal? It's like, because now that means you can actually burst Happy Chaos if he fucking hits you from across the screen, because you get hit across the screen in the current build and he shoots you, there is literally nothing you can do about it but hold it. That's it. But now it's changed. So now burst is full screen. It has a wave that like hits, and Gold Burst got changed, where Gold Burst no longer gives you full meter, but if you get Gold Burst, you actually get positive.
I thought it was your -2 now.
That was like somebody just guessing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought they actually played it from what I saw, because it's like, oh, -2. That's not bad, but not good. You taking your turn.
Yeah, no. Well, it is negative,
play.
but that's I think that's fine. I like burst. If you block it, you should. No. It should be punishable.
Apparently, you can still air block it. Go watch the iPhone's video. Honestly,
we'll go peep it out.
That had the most information.
We'll peep it out.
For me at least.
Yeah, we're gonna peep it out. But yeah, so a lot of changes are happening. New moves. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be a great time to check out. Like I said, the game is looking to just completely flip the script on itself, and I'm super excited for it. I can't wait. I think it's gonna be a great time. I think it'll be, it was long overdue. Like Strive was long overdue for not just like small balance changes, but like real changes to the systems, to the mechanics, updating it. Because now the game has been out, what, is it 3 years?
No, 2021.
No, was it just only 2 years?
Yeah, because 2019 was when it was announced, when we first saw Nagari.
You're right. Yeah, 2021. You're right. So yeah, I think it was due for a little bit of a facelift, and I think this next patch is going to be a good start. On top of the possible characters that they're going to drop. With maybe additional, we won't know if there are additional movesets, but if they're legacy characters, we'll know if there are additional movesets. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. Once again, it should be August 24th. Let me double check. August 24th. Is that when we're looking at the release? Come on.
23rd to 24th. Yeah, either tomorrow or the next.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it's this week. So.
Thursday.
Yeah, it's literally Thursday. So best believe I know what I'm doing this weekend is playing some Strive and gonna go shake things up with some Johnny.